Hey everybody, so today I am here to do a chit chat video with you guys. As you can see, I'm out in my messy living room. It's like probably 10:40 at night. I probably should be pumping, but of course I'm not. I'm here talking to you guys. Everybody is sleeping, so I'm going to talk a little softly, but it's been a while since I made a chit chat video and wanted to fill you guys in on some stuff. Basically, this past weekend in the United States, we celebrated Labor Day, so Mark got a long weekend, which was really nice because he's about to start his old schedule back at work where he works shorter amount of times for more days. So it's kind of a trade-off depending on what you think would be better, but honestly for our family, that works better, and it's probably because that's how it was for so long, that this newer schedule of working longer hours for fewer days, it's still rough some days. Like today was a rough day, but uh, we are all just so excited for him to start this, and I don't know, it just feels like we're back into our old routine. It feels nice, and I mean, I don't know, it just must be something that we're used to because a lot of my friends are like, oh my gosh, your husband works 6 days and whatever, but as long as I've known Mark, we've known each other for over 6 years, we've both always worked 6 days a week. So for us, it's really normal and it's just whatever. So we are excited for him to get back to that schedule. It just allows him to be home more. And honestly, the girls were only seeing him for like a couple hours some days, and they would go to bed. And it was a bummer. It was a bummer. So, really excited for him to start this new schedule. I think he's excited too. And, what else is going on? The girls are doing really well. You probably saw my videos about potty training, so Sophie is still doing really well with that. No complaints whatsoever. Doing super well. Remy is also doing really well. Her fangs on the top finally broke through, and these things look vicious, like dangerous. It's scary. Like, I'm not going to put my finger in her mouth because they look that scary. But those broke through. She's also definitely getting some of the toddler attitude, and I think that's mainly from watching her sister. And because I don't remember it coming this early with Sophie, but that has been interesting. It's kind of funny to see how it changes between kids, because when Sophie started getting attitude, Mark and I were like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Why is she doing this? What are we failing at as parents? And with Remy, she's throwing a tantrum and we just look at each other and we're like, oh, she's so cute. That little girl, she's just growing up so fast. It's really funny to see how your perspective just changes with each kid. But they are both doing really, really well. We are definitely in the know and the talk back phase and the attitude phase. And as far as I can tell, when it comes to girls, I'm done from here on out. Just always gonna have the attitude and the drama and everything. So, oh man, what it's like to be a girl mom. Hopefully we can get some testosterone to balance this place out with this next baby. And I had somebody ask me if I was pregnant on one of my videos, and I'm not. I'm sorry if I word things weirdly sometimes. I'm just like not thinking about how to word things well when I'm talking about baby products and using stuff in the future or whatever, but I'm not pregnant right now. I'm actually on my period. So no, we are planning to start to conceive in April. So April, May, whatever. Obviously, it's just going to depend on when I wean and when the first cycle after I'm done weaning is. So, yes, I will probably let you guys know when we are going to start trying to conceive. But yeah, that is about everything. I'm trying to get closer to the camera because I feel really far away sitting back here, but I guess it doesn't look super bad or anything. Um, let's see. About the therapist situation that I told you guys about the last video. I had an appointment made when I made that video. I no longer have an appointment as I'm making this video. 2 days after I published that video talking to you guys, I got a call from the office, and it basically a whole bunch of insurance crap back and forth. The doctor's office was saying that I didn't have coverage. My insurance said that I did have coverage, and everything explanation of benefits wise that I own, and everybody that I talked to insurance wise said that I was good to go. And the doctor's office wanted me to pay out of pocket, and it was just not doable. Absolutely not doable. And it was frustrating because this was literally the only in-network provider within a 50-mile radius. It might have been more. Um, well, I guess I shouldn't say the only one. There is a 90-year-old man still practicing, but I think he's specific because he was working at the hospital. But anyways, I thought that was interesting. Like, you're 90 and still working, go you. He must be passionate, that's all I have to say. But I was really bummed out. I mean, I feel like fortunately I'm in a position where this wasn't detrimental to my mental health. I feel like, I've since then reached out heavily to a couple of people. My friend Brandy has really, I can't even begin to put into words what Brandy has done for me. She's been like my rock, like my sanity through everything. Of course, I talked to Mark because I feel like the person you're making your family with definitely understands. So I'm talking to him a lot, talking to her, just having like a lot of honest discussions. Thankfully, between those couple of people, it's been a lot better. A lot better. I feel like I'm definitely working through my emotions as time's going on, and I'm realizing that I need to be patient with myself, which is very interesting. If you guys watched my goals for 2017, I think was the video, I said that I wanted my word for this year to be patience. And that was before my miscarriage. That was before us planning to have another baby and all this other stuff. It was patience. And I'm finding it more and more relevant as the year goes on. And I just find that so ironic. Okay, so I'm back. My camera had a little bit of a freak out, and now I look more orange. So I don't know what happened. It took a lot for me to accept the fact that maybe I could do better with someone else's help. And that might sound silly or, whatever, but to me, that's a big deal. I'm a very self-sufficient, self-reliant person. I don't expect anybody else to take care of me. And it took a lot for me to get there. And I think I was just more bummed than anything because it's like, I like, what did I get out of all this other than some extra frustration? So that's a bummer, but nonetheless, I did kind of want to update you guys a little bit on how I'm feeling, because not a whole lot has changed, but I think I am starting to really work through things, and that has given me a little peace, because I was worried because I felt like at a standstill for such a long time. But honestly, I felt a lot less angry and jealous when it comes to this topic of pregnancy. And I'm feeling, when I start to get upset or, really in the depths of it, if I'm talking to somebody, I more so get sad, which I think is the natural kind of process, at least for myself, of how I deal with things and how I go through all those different emotions. So I think that I am definitely making progress, which makes me feel good. And, when I'm feeling sad, I just choose some specific things to pull me up, whether it's talking to somebody, or one of my favorite things to do is to like plan out what I want to get this baby. Probably silly, but it's just something that relieves me a little bit. And watching different YouTube videos and planning out to make freezer meals, which is something, oh, guys, I've been getting into that. It dawned on me. Now, making freezer meals was a huge thing when I was pregnant with Sophie. I think that's when it first blew up on Pinterest, like a few years ago. That's when so many blogs were coming out with it. And I remember being like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Never did it. Because first kid came around, I was like my world is about to be shook. And we honestly didn't have the freezer space. We only had a fridge freezer. Now, come Remy, I was like, yeah, sounds like a definite good idea. And then it was just like, I'm worried about my kids getting along. Didn't do it. And now with, thinking about having a third baby, it's like, I know everybody's gonna live. We're gonna make it out of this process alive. We are going to have to get along. So now, like the next time I get pregnant, I would definitely want to do those freezer meals because we spend so much in eating out. Always those great family and friends who bring over meals. Love them for it, by the way. If you're one of those who have done that, but we end up spending so much because obviously I'm still recovering from a C-section and just postpartum. I mean, if you are cooking a homemade meal, even a week postpartum, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm gonna go with myself and say probably around like 3 to 4 months. You're amazing, okay? You're just amazing. So, no, I'm really looking into that kind of stuff and just even to have it on hand now, like instead of eating out and going to fast food or something, if we don't feel like making dinner, we could just go to the freezer and pull out a meal. So I'm looking into that stuff, and I'm gonna link my favorite YouTube channel for it down below because I've been getting hooked on her. She's just so amazing to watch. It's like, I don't even want to try to pronounce her name because I don't think I'm going to say it right, but it's Large Family Table. If you YouTube that, she'll come right up, but I don't even want to pronounce her name because I know I'm going to say it wrong. But she is really, really awesome. She has a lot of good recipes. Her grocery hauls are so interesting to watch. Love those. So I've been hooked on her channel as of lately, and it's just some fun stuff to do, like planning like whatever pregnancy announcement we choose to go with and things like that. Just doing those kind of things allows me to be on the more positive side. You know, we are so many months out from trying to conceive that I can kind of do this stuff. I can have fun with it. So I'm trying to do that, and I'm not trying to make it a regular thing to come on here and talk about it because I know that our problems could be way worse, obviously, and there's people who struggle for way longer, way harder, and whatever, but I do want to be honest with you guys because this is what I'm going through, and that's the whole point of these chit chat videos, is talking to you guys about exactly what's like right here, and it's what I'm dealing with. So I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, if you were a friend, this is what I would want to talk to you about. And honestly, these chit chat videos help me a lot because just talking to the camera is a little therapeutic for me. I just try to talk to the camera the way I would a friend. I don't know, it's just been a big help. So thank you for listening to me talk about this kind of stuff and hearing me out, even having your kind words. Like, it really does mean so much to me because I love talking to you guys. I like the fact that you guys like these, that you want to get to know me. Like, that is just the coolest thing in the world to me because I've had a few people be like, oh, I'm fangirling right now or whatever when we talk to each other, and it's just like I kind of have to giggle a little bit because I've said those things to other YouTubers, and it's just like, I am just one of you. I am up late, pumping, doing something mom related, probably pulling something out of the carpet that was there at lunch, just trying to wind down, having a quiet evening. I am just one of you. So I just want to say thank you because you guys really do allow me to just come on here and be myself, and I just want to say thank you. But yeah, other than that, I really haven't been doing much. I've mostly been cleaning, which is odd. It's odd for me. Like, I keep my house clean, but I'm not one of those deep cleaners. No thank you. I am definitely, I clean, my house is clean on a regular basis, but I don't deep clean unless I see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, oh, it's been X amount of days since I cleaned the baseboards, which honestly, most of my house doesn't even have baseboards. But it's like, I don't do that unless I'm on the floor picking something up and I'm like, those things look disgusting, and then I'll clean them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just the way I clean. So for me to be just like deep cleaning this whole house over a set amount of days, it's like, what is wrong with me? So that's basically what I've been doing, and we've just kind of been enjoying this fall weather. It's mostly like 60s as of recently, so I'm really glad that I bought the girls some fall clothes that they needed, which you guys will be seeing a haul here shortly. Sophie needed way more than Remy because Remy also has hand-me-downs from Sophie, but Sophie is up another size. I haven't pulled down any of my fall decorations. It's all up in the loft. I do not feel like doing it. So honestly, guys, I'm probably just not gonna pull them down, and I'm probably just gonna decorate for Christmas in November. Hate me. I don't care. I love Christmas and I'm just gonna do it. And honestly, there's garland. If you guys remember some of the clips from my Christmas videos of a garland that was hanging like in between my kitchen and my living room over here across the bar, it's still there. So that's not coming down because it's just gonna be relevant here in a couple months anyways. But I have been burning some wax melts from Walmart. Guys, they smell amazing. I will definitely include them in the favorites for this month. I'm going to make sure to do that this month again because you guys seem to like it. So I will be doing a September favorites and they smell so, so good. I've also been burning my flannel candles. Now, I know everybody's like split half and half on like if September is a part of summer, if it's part of fall, but where I live, the trees were changing already like 2 weeks ago, so really it is fall here, so I'm in the fall mood. I'm exhausted right now. I just want to go to sleep. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Oh, one thing I did want to ask you guys, I am trying to get better about eating breakfast and lunch. Basically, this is how I am, and I know this is not good, but I either just eat whatever the girls are eating, which most of the time it's all right, but sometimes it's pancakes and cereal and, you know, some of the stuff that maybe isn't the best when you're trying to watch your weight at least. And lunch I'm just always terrible at, but if it takes more than 5-10 minutes, I just won't. I'll go do something else. I know it sounds horrible, but that's just how I am. So I was looking for breakfast ideas, even lunch ideas, and everything is like eggs and avocado. Why? I hate those two things. I hate them. They're so gross to me. Always have been, probably always will be. But if you guys have some good, healthy breakfast options, leave them down below. Let me know because I need something fast. I was thinking of like shakes or smoothies or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a blender though if I want to do that. We don't have a blender. So let me know down below. Let me know what your favorite fall activities are to do with your kids. I'm excited to do that. We always go to the pumpkin patch, so I'm excited to do that. But I kind of want some new and fresh ideas. So you let me know down below what your favorite thing is to do. Also, I have an upcoming personal Q&A that I'm going to film. So you can leave your comments here or you can go over to that video and leave your comments there. Whatever is easiest for you, but I wanted to let you guys know. And also a little sneak peek in case you stayed at the end, I'm going to pump for the very first time tonight with my new breast pump. Ooh, does this look interesting? Because it should be, because it's going to be a review. But I got my hands on one and I am so excited. We had a little bit of drama when it came. This little piece right here, as you can see, it sticks out. And when it was shipped, it just wasn't packaged very nicely at all. So this like snapped off and the whole thing was like cracked, and so I had to order a part. But that's kind of like a cool thing about the Hygeia pump is I was just able to order this little guy right here. So he came in the mail. I have all my pump parts sterilized, washed, ready, locked and loaded, ready to go. So I'm gonna give this guy a try for the very first time tonight, and I am really excited. So I'm going to get off here. I think I got everything as far as like what was on my mind. I think I updated everything. Yeah, feeling pretty good about it. But yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next chit chat video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, thanks for watching.